Pixar just dropped Toy Story 5, and somehow, 30 years later, they still found a way to gut punch you. But this ending, it's different. No rocket, no incinerator, no tearjerker goodbye at a college dorm. This one hits different because it's about right now, about screens, about loneliness, and about what it means to be a kid in 2026. Let's break it all down. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Full spoilers from here. You've been warned. So first, let's talk about what this movie is actually about, because it's a significant shift from the previous 4 films. The protagonist this time is Jessie, finally getting her own spotlight after 4 movies of playing second fiddle. And the story revolves around her relationship with Bonnie, who is now 8 years old. Here's the problem. Bonnie is struggling. She's shy, she plays differently from other kids, and she's having a hard time fitting in. So her parents do what every parent does. They buy her a Lilypad, a child-friendly AI tablet, voiced by Greta Lee. And this is where the whole film's conflict kicks off, because the toys suddenly realize they're not competing with other toys anymore. They're competing with technology itself, something that doesn't even know it's replacing them. On top of that, a batch of 50 commemorative Buzz Lightyear figures glitch into demo mode and start operating like a synchronized army, basically turning Bonnie's room into a battlefield between old-school imagination and modern tech. It's chaotic. It's funny, and it's setting up something much bigger emotionally. Here's where the real emotional core kicks in. Bonnie goes to a sleepover with some dance class friends she connected with through the Lilypad. She brings Jessie and Bullseye along, but when the other kids start bullying her for still playing with toys, things go sideways fast. In the chaos, Jessie and Bullseye end up lost. They get picked up by an elderly couple who find the address of Jessie's original owner written on her boot. And if you remember Toy Story 2, you know what that means. They're taken back to the house where Jessie once watched Emily grow up, her first kid, the one who eventually outgrew her, the memory that's haunted Jessie since that movie. But here's the twist. The girl living there now is named Blaze, voiced by Michael Michelle Harris. And Jessie immediately clocks something. Blaze would be a perfect friend for Bonnie. They're cut from the same cloth. So Jessie does what Jessie does. She goes to work. She gets help from a group of older tech toys living in the house to connect the 2 girls. And then the movie breaks your heart. When Bonnie finally comes to pick up Jessie and Bullseye, she's not the same kid who left. The bullying got to her. She walks up to the door and walks away without them. She tells them she doesn't play with toys anymore. It's a quiet moment, no dramatic music swell, just Bonnie's back, disappearing down the street, and Jessie watching. This is the franchise's sharpest version of the abandonment arc, because it's not about growing up naturally. It's about a kid being pressured out of childhood before she's ready. That's a different kind of loss, and the film knows it. But the film doesn't leave us in despair, and importantly, it doesn't give us a clean, easy fix either. Here's where Toy Story 5 gets genuinely interesting. The Lilypad isn't the villain. By the end, Lily actually helped Bonnie and Blaze connect, 2 kids who never would have met otherwise. The film makes a real argument that technology used right can be a bridge, especially for kids who don't fit neatly into traditional social spaces. But, and this is the key line, the movie argues that the goal of that digital connection should still be a real, in-person one, where kids can fully be themselves. Lily gets absorbed into Bonnie's toy community because Bonnie finds a way to use her as part of something genuine and authentic, not a replacement for play, an extension of it. And Jessie, she makes her choice. She stays with Blaze, she leaves Bonnie. It's bittersweet, but it's right. Jessie finally gets closure on Emily. She found a kid who needs her and a home that fits. After all this time, she's exactly where she's supposed to be. Okay, let's talk about the post-credits scene, because this one is genuinely great. We cut to a playground. A boy is sitting by himself, alone, and then one of the Buzz Lightyear drones descends from the sky and lands in front of him, delivers itself. Then another, and another. The whole squadron of Buzz's fans out across the playground, each one pairing off with a different, lonely kid. It's a beautiful payoff to an earlier scene where one of the Buzz figures gets found in the woods by kids on a camping trip, His companions sneak into their tent to rescue him, and he just waves them off. He's already found his kid. He's already found his purpose. The post-credits scene shows us the Buzzes have figured out what toys are for. Not to be collected, not to sit on a shelf, but to find the kids who need them most. Oh, and one more thing. A new, high-tech Zurg toy shows up at the very end and delivers the line, "I am your father." Sequel bait? Maybe, but it lands. So what is Toy Story 5 actually saying? Director Andrew Stanton has been pretty direct about it. This movie is a response to the reality that kids today don't engage with traditional toys the way they once did. Screens have fundamentally changed childhood. Every previous Toy Story film asked, what happens when a child grows up? This one asks something harder. What happens when childhood itself is being cut short? That's a much darker question. And the film doesn't fully answer it because there is no clean answer. Instead, it lands somewhere honest. Technology isn't going away. The goal isn't to fight it. The goal is to make sure kids still get to play, in whatever form that takes. Jessie's arc mirrors that perfectly. She spent this entire movie trying to protect something. Bonnie, playtime, connection. And in the end, she realizes she can't force it. She can only find where she's needed and go there. That's the real ending. Not a goodbye, a new beginning. Toy Story 5 is not the loudest entry in the franchise, but it might be the most relevant. 30 years in, Pixar is still asking real questions through these characters, and that's why this series endures. Let me know in the comments, did the ending hit for you? And are you team Jessie made the right call, or did you want her to go back to Bonnie? If you want a full breakdown of the themes and Easter eggs in Toy Story 5, drop a comment and I'll make that video next. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.